I'm Michael Lee, CEO at B4RN, Broadband for the Rural North. B4RN was started 12 years ago, and it was started by a rural community. They were tired of waiting for someone else to deliver them better connectivity.
Being a member of the parish council, I was there when somebody came and told us about B4RN and what it could do. With the ability to bring high speed, in fact hyper-speed broadband to our little rural village, I think we were all in.
The technologies at the time that were being rolled out just couldn't handle long distances in the rural area. So what we did is we all came together as the local community and we formed B4RN.
I worked directly with Alex Hammond at Kubus, who was our client director, and he helped us decide which products to go with and pointed us in the direction of Juniper.
Working closely with Broadband for the Rural North, we were able to help them evaluate all vendors in the market. Juniper came through at the top of the pile. They were able to offer the most scalable solution at the best cost, given the best technology in the market.
Juniper Networks didn't want to just provide connectivity to B4RN's customers. They wanted to provide the best-in-class internet services that they could have.
We've partnered with Juniper before. They're currently running the core network right now. We have Juniper hardware in this cabinet right now. The equipment that is in here is tiny nowadays, and that allows us to give greater connectivity to all our rural communities, greater bandwidth, really low latency, really fast speeds, and just help serve these rural communities on the B4RN network.
The way that B4RN work is that they need the volunteers to go round and get the interest from the community, and also just to raise enough money so that we can match any gaps with the funding for the broadband.
What we're talking about is dispersed farms, rural communities spread across fell land, across agricultural fields. We need a resilient network that's built by people who understand the terrain they're working in and the conditions they're working in.
It's quite expensive to build a traditional network out to these rural communities, so we had to do something different. So what we decided to do was build a full fibre network using agricultural land, engaging with the local landowners and the communities to keep the costs down, and that's under the ground to all of these rural properties.
We've arrived on site today. The main mission is to get the house over in the distance connected. We're looking at the methodology, main infrastructure challenges for us getting across to that house to get them some really decent broadband.
What the contractors do for B4RN is they come along and they dig big ducts in through the fields to get to the garden walls, and then from then on the volunteers get involved and dig from the garden walls all the way to the properties.
I pick up the requests from the customers and come out onto site, have a word with them, see where they want their connection in the house. We'll come with the volunteers, talk to them, see where they can dig, and then we'll set them off on the job.
People appreciate the fact that we are local. We're obviously based at Melling, near Lancaster. We pick up the phone fairly promptly. You're not in a queue for any great length of time. You're speaking to somebody who has the kit at home. All of us on the help desk use B4RN, so we're users as well as assisting customers.
B4RN is internet without compromise. We don't compromise in terms of who we deliver to. We will deliver to 100% of the properties in any community that we work with, as long as we can get to them. So sometimes we'll find ourselves going 5 kilometres up a single track.
I live here with my 2 boys and husband, and we run a beef and sheep farm. We moved here, we knew we were rural, we knew we were remote, but in lockdown, my boys couldn't do Zoom schooling, they couldn't keep up with their friends. Now we have B4RN, the world is our oyster.
Alexa, play Ferdinand on Disney+.
All our farms are basically businesses now. They have automated milking parlours, stock movements, all online. It's critical infrastructure nowadays.
Also, I'm a director of Windermere Lake Cruises down on Lake Windermere, where we run pleasure boats all year round. I don't go into work every day, but I now have access to what's going on. The website's online, it's at my fingertips all the time. It's all run through the internet. It gives me my time back to spend time with the boys or out on the farm.
We now have over 12,000 paying customers on the network. We have a whole army of volunteers And on top of that, we have 220 community assets taking free service from the Barn network. That's village halls, places of worship, and really importantly for me, 44 primary schools who get free service from Barn.
So the Bendwick Trust is a specialist outdoor centre. We work with people with learning, physical and sensory disabilities. For people who come here, often it's the first time they've been away from home. They might be more anxious than other people. So not having a reliable internet service is really challenging.
The Junos operating system allows Barn to have reliability, scalability, and adaptability with their future plans.
It's quite a remote spot, and so we've got to lay an awful lot of network to get to this place. Well, that's what we did. We laid ducts, blue fibre, and got it into places that need it.
So when Barn came along, suddenly it meant that all these people, all these visitors, could actually use devices, but also connect with family members at home as well. And that made a huge difference to a lot of our visitors.
Now they've got the best broadband in the world, and I must admit, on the day that happened, I shed a tear.
This is the Juniper MX304, which Barn uses to connect to the wider internet and content providers. It's what's called a backbone router. Video games, online movies, TV programs, anything else you do on the internet, the majority of the North of England can do it all through this one Juniper box. It's where the magic happens.
Barn has invested a lot of time, energy, investment into this project. Now it's up to Juniper Networks to provide the long-standing connectivity and innovation to make this project a success.
Kubus are really proud to be involved with such an initiative, being able to help them deliver to their customers, and the knock-on effect that it serves to their communities is really inspiring and something that we're very proud of.
We wouldn't be working with Juniper and Kubus unless they were the best in the business. They enable us, working together in this partnership, to absolutely keep at the forefront of where we need to be in terms of the technology we use and the service we provide.